On the cool and rainy morning of May 1st, 2016, Honor Flight Northern Colorado gathered at the Embassy Suites Hotel in Loveland, Colorado for its 16th flight. With this flight, we will have taken 2,050 veterans to see their memorials in Washington, D.C.
You're obviously a Korean War vet.
That's correct.
Okay. What years did you serve?
August 52 to May of 53 in Korea.
In Korea.
But 51 through 53 total, yeah.
What branch?
Army,
Army.
7th Infantry Division. Yeah.
You obviously saw some action over there.
Well, I was at battalion headquarters, but that doesn't miss all of it.
Yeah.
But I miss most of the action. Yeah. And, 3 miles in the rear is a nice distance.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the memorials out in Washington?
No, I haven't. No, in fact, that was on my list a couple of years ago. I planned on it, but I was interrupted by health. I had a very close friend that went to Korea, was there in August of 1950. And he's been very active in the Legion, and he was at the memorial for the dedication.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, he was really very proud of it.
Well, I want to thank you for your service.
Okay.
Thank you for going on the trip.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good time.
All right, bye.
I heard you say this was your father. So you're going as the guardian?
I am.
That's great. So have either of you seen these memorials before?
I've seen one of the older ones, the first ones, but I haven't seen the Korean.
The Korean? Yeah. Did you serve in Korea?
Well, in Japan.
In Japan? Mm-hmm. What years were you in?
50 to 54.
What branch?
Air Force.
Air Force. Right after it became the real Air Force, huh?
Yep. In fact, I was in when I switched over. Went to the blue uniform.
Yeah. Well, you'll enjoy the Air Force Memorial too. That's a real sight to see. Well, I want to thank you for your service. Thank you for going on the trip. And enjoy yourself. You're obviously World War II veteran.
Yeah, I guess so. That's what it says.
Ooh. Waited a long time to go on the trip.
Oh man, yeah.
So, you excited?
Oh yeah. This is the first time I've gone on a trip like this. It's all been business trips or going somewhere, or vacation or something, and this is different.
You need to relax and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
It's all pretty organized. What years did you serve?
I was in at the end of the war. Like no shooting, and but I was the draft was on, so I enlisted, went to service school, was on a ship repairing, working on destroyers.
So in the Navy.
In the Navy, yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for going on the trip. You enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys doing this, man alive.
It's been a real honor. I've been with them since the beginning in 2008. So got to talk to a lot of people, heard a lot of good stories.
Yeah. No.
And you believe them all, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You guys wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No.
Not unless you need a little polishing up here and there, you know.
So what years did you serve?
I was in Korea. 52 to 54.
54? Did you serve in Korea?
Yeah.
Okay. What branch?
Air Force.
Air Force.
I was at F-86 Air Base.
So what kind of duty did you have?
Boat pool. Surface transportation.
Get it right.
My hairiest stories are climbing the mast to fix radars or radios on the top of a mast in the ship when it's going like this.
I was going to say, it's better you than me.
In the bay.
Hey,
look down, there's the water. Oh, there's the ship. Oh.
How high up are those?
Well, it's a destroyer. I don't know how high they are. What? It must be 50, 60 feet.
Yeah, by the time you get.
And you know, the mast is this big around.
Yeah.
They got rungs in it. And the yard arm is about that big around that you climb out to get to the end of for the antennas.
Oh.
Got a rope underneath it.
Well, you guys enjoy the trip.
Yeah, thank you.
Served in World War II?
Yeah.
Where'd you serve at? In the Pacific?
Yeah.
Obviously Navy then? Or?
No, I was Air Force pilot.
Air Force. Oh, okay.
B-24s. In fact, I flew a 24 3 years ago. First time in 68 years.
Oh, man. Where'd you do that at?
Well, it was going from Loveland over to Grand Island, Nebraska, and they take veterans along. And I told them I wasn't going to go if I had to sit in the rear of the airplane. Because I've never sat in the rear of the airplane. I said, okay, so they put me in a big radio bench deal in the flight deck.
Oh, that's great.
And after we were up 6,000 people, I got up and stood behind the pilots. And I was surprised when the first pilot turned around and he says, hey, you want to change places? So I sat down as soon as I had my seatbelt fastened. The co-pilot turned the plane over to me.
Oh, that's great.
I flew 15, 20 minutes to
And that was 3 years ago, you said?
3 years ago.
So.
And I got to take my 2 sons along.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I didn't realize what it meant to them until afterwards. And they said, well, it was great flying in a B-24. And a B-24J, which you flew many times in service, and that you actually were at the controls when we were on the plane. I went in 1943, January 31st, and I stayed in the reserves until 1957, came out as rank captain.
Thanks for your service.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for going on the trip. You're obviously a Korean vet.
Yeah, I was in Korean time, yeah.
Did you serve in Korea? Or?
No, I didn't. Didn't have to go overseas. I was supposed to go overseas and be an artillery forward observer, and I did a little, stayed and did a little instructing to keep from me going there and doing that. I got commissioned second lieutenant through the National Guard.
Where was the artillery training at?
Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Have you ever been back to see the memorials before?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never been to Washington, D.C. in my life.
Oh, you're going to enjoy it. They did a good job with that Korean memorial. And, of course, the World War II memorial.
Okay. I know some names of relatives and people that were in the Normandy. They're buried in France.
In France, yeah. Well, I want to thank you for going on the trip. Thank you for your service. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care.
And with this flight, we will have taken 2,050 veterans. As you know, we are taking veterans from World War II, the Korean War, the War in Vietnam, and Purple Heart recipients from other conflicts. And we have all of those represented today, including the Purple Heart from the war in Iraq. I'd also like to extend a very, very special thank you to the Embassy Suites Hotel for providing this wonderful venue and providing the breakfast that you're enjoying and all of the service that they're providing for this event. And they've been doing this time after time after time, free of any charge. I think that's absolutely amazing. Of course, the reason we're all here is to thank you veterans for all that you've done for us. Truly, we would not be the land of the free if we were not the home of the brave. I would now like to ask former Navy SEAL of SEAL Team 1, chaplain for the Weld County Sheriff's Office, and pastor of the High Plains Harvest Church in Alton, Pastor Mark Hotelling, to give us the invocation.
Lord, as we continue forth from this day, would you strengthen and embolden us to continue to stand for freedom and liberty across the entire world, so that anyone who is in need would know that an American stands by in a time of crisis.
National Anthem presented by the Benjamin Eaton Elementary School Choir from Eaton, Colorado, directed by Andy Sands.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched
caravan to Denver International Airport was led by a law enforcement escort accompanied by the Colorado Patriot Guard riders. Along the roadside and on overpasses, first responders and crowds gathered to honor the veterans as the buses passed by. Near the Erie exit on I-25, hundreds of people gathered with banners, flags flying, and hands waving in appreciation of our honored veterans. A brief ceremony at DIA would include addresses by Senator Cory Gardner and Fleet Master Chief Terrence Molitor.
Detail, halt. Left, right. Present. Go.
I have the incredible honor of serving in the United States Senate as your senator, and every day that I go to the floor of that chamber and I look up on the chamber walls and I see the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and I look at the work that you have done to make it possible for us to continue the work for this nation, to be here to gather in celebration of your service, of the dedication, the sacrifice that you have made, so that we can have young men and women still stand proudly for our country, bearing that great flag of the United States, expressing their faith and their hope for our country. I want to thank the many law enforcement officers and service members who are here today. Please give them a round of applause. The escorts, the medical professionals who are here, the guardians that will be with you, the Patriot Guard who came with you. Every year they do an incredible job, and to Stan Cass, thank you for making this happen again. And to all of you, God bless you. Thank you for your service. And it is my honor to introduce a very special guest this morning, somebody who continues and stands in service to this country, Fleet Master Chief Terrence Molitor, who is the Command Senior Enlisted Leader at NORAD U.S. NORTHCOM. And if you don't know what NORTHCOM's mission is, it's Homeland Security. It's making sure that we are safe in the homeland. And I want to thank you and introduce him right to you now. Thank you.
But you know, since 9/11, there's been this repatriation of America. You know, there doesn't go a day that somebody is thanking us for our service or what we've done. And you know, I think that's absolutely great. You know, we have Memorial Day, which is for honoring those who've given the ultimate sacrifice for our country. And then we have Veterans Day, which is for honoring those who served in the armed forces of the United States. You know what? But I believe that's not enough. I believe these distinguished veterans and those who have served before and after them, you know what? I believe we should be honored every day. Freedom isn't free. We forget that the rights, privileges, and the freedoms that we cherish so dearly, a lot of times it takes those who wear the cloth of our nation to ensure that we continue to have those rights, privileges, and freedoms. Your story, our story, those who come after me and those who come before me, who have come before me, your story should be continued to be told. What is it that I could say to you that you haven't heard before? And I believe it's very simple. You know, those of us in uniform are accustomed to hearing our civilian counterparts thank us for what we do. But you know what? We're not accustomed to hearing it from those of us in uniform. And when I say the cloth of our nation, I'm not just talking about those of us in uniform. I'm also talking about our first responders, our police officers, our firemen, those that respond when there's a need. So what is it that I could say to you that you probably never heard before, and you may have already heard it? From Admiral Gortney, the entire U.S. NORAD NORTHCOM staff, and myself, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifices, and thank you for keeping America free. God bless you, your family, the great state of Colorado, and these United States. Thank you, and have a fantastic Colorado Day.
The flight to BWI Airport in Baltimore was culminated with a water cannon salute and more crowds greeting the veterans as they deplaned. The overnight stay at the Hilton Hotel included a ceremonious banquet complete with a color guard and a keynote address from a military dignitary. 0600 the next morning came early as the group feasted on a breakfast buffet and prepared for their bus trip into Washington, D.C. The World War II Memorial was the first stop on the day's agenda. The memorial, which wasn't completed until 2005, was the reason Honor Flight was founded. With the memorial coming so many years after war's end and World War II veterans diminishing in numbers, the opportunity for them to get to see their memorial was growing less and less likely. Veterans that now have been given the opportunity to see their memorial because of Honor Flight's efforts have become a near daily sight at the memorial. Our next stop was the U.S. Air Force Memorial in Arlington, Virginia. Overlooking the Pentagon on one side and Arlington Cemetery on another, the spacious grounds make a perfect setting for a catered picnic lunch. The memorial itself is a grand tribute to those who served in U.S. air operations. The Iwo Jima Memorial was next on the list, depicting the raising of the American flag on Mount Suribachi during the Battle of Iwo Jima in World War II. The memorial is bigger than life and makes a great setting for our May 2016 class photograph. Next on the day's activities were the Korean and Vietnam War Veterans Memorials, which are located on either side of the Lincoln Memorial. The Korean War Veterans Memorial serves to assure that those who served were not forgotten. A wall at the end of the memorial reminds us that freedom is not free. The Vietnam Memorial found many of our veterans searching for names of friends, comrades, and family members whose memory is honored in the etchings on the wall. After a little relaxation from the long day's activities, the buses would be boarded once again for the return trip to Baltimore for the flight home. The plane ride home was festive and energetic. One of the most impacting features of our trips is Mail Call, where every veteran receives personal letters written by Northern Colorado grade school students. Back at DIA, the veterans received a warm greeting and boarded buses for the last leg of the trip.
Coffee, snacks, and water bottles and those good.
How was the trip?
Oh, lovely.
Good.
Good. Just enjoyed it.
Yeah, had good weather and everything down at the memorial?
The weather wasn't too bad. It got humid.
Yeah.
In the morning, then it got warm. Too hot. Coffee and snacks. Okay.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome back.
Thank
Did
you.
Enjoy the trip?
Yes, we did. Welcome back. Thank you. Coffee.
How was it?
Really good. Enjoyed it.
Welcome back.
Lot to see out there.
Was that your first time seeing those?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Just in pictures is all I ever saw.
Yeah. Did you have a good trip?
Oh, yes, we enjoyed every minute.
Good weather at the memorials and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yes, it turned out all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good deal. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Enjoy the trip?
Good indeed.
A little more tired than when you left?
Great trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got time to rest up.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Oh, that was absolutely super.
Good.
That's great. I appreciate all you guys have done for us.
You bet. Appreciate your service.
Thank you.
What'd you think?
Well, I mean, for the ground covered in this short a time, I think we're all a little bit tired. Didn't sleep worth the crap last night. But the excitement and everything else wrapped up into it. Anticipation, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But well worth it.
Welcome home. Did you have a good time?
Yes. Thanks for coming out.
Good trip?
Oh, it's great. So much attention is what was overwhelming.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Went real quick when we were there. Nice weather.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Except for the last.
Weather all came in after you were done, huh?
Yes. It's nice and sunny up till the last 5 minutes when we were on the plane.
Yeah.
Something every vet ought to do, because all those people that you run into.
I appreciate you.
Well, yeah, we all appreciate the opportunity to do it. And it's very humbling to have them tell you that. But the fact is, it's good for the country to do it. It brings everybody's spirits up.
Yeah, it does. Thanks for going.
Good to do it.
Thanks for your service. Did you have a good time?
Yes. Sure did.
Welcome back. Thanks for going. Thanks for your service. Had you ever seen the memorials before?
Yes, the first one. World War II. Yeah.
Okay.
I hadn't seen the others.
You hadn't seen the Korean memorial. Well, how was it?
It was beautiful. Went and visited for a while.
Did you ever seen the Vietnam Memorial before?
Not the one in Washington, D.C., no. But I'd
seen the traveling one?
Yeah.
Yeah. One in Washington's just, there just isn't a word for it, really, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for going. Thanks for your service.
You bet. Thank you too, sir.
How was it?
Very nice. Very good.
Enjoy it?
Very much.
Had you ever seen the Korean Memorial before?
No. That's the only one I was a little disappointed in.
Oh, really?
The rest of them were great. Oh, I was just in hopes that they'd have a, and I kind of knew that they didn't, but I'd like to have seen them have a wall like the Vietnam
Yeah, with
wall.
names on it. I think they did a beautiful job with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for going. Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Did you have a good time?
Oh, did I ever? You bet.
They keep you busy enough?
Oh, yeah. We had something to do all the time.
Yeah.
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 And we got our mileage in, right?
Yeah. Did you ever see the World War II Memorial?
Oh, yeah. Never had.
Yeah. It's beautiful what they did with it, I think.
Man, that's a lot of...
So, did you have a good time?
Had a great time.
Yeah.
We really did. It was a trip that we never thought we'd ever have.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, everybody's just great.
A lot of people.
Yeah, everybody who went, though, no problems.
Yeah. Thank both of you for your service. Thanks for going on the trip.
Thank you.
A lot of activity in 24 hours, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
Did you enjoy it?
Very much so.
So you had never seen the World War II Memorial before, had you?
No, I just retired about a year and a half ago.
Oh, really? What'd you retire from?
Well, CSU.
Oh, okay.
And then before that, in the military.
Uh-huh. How long were you in the military?
28 years.
Well, thanks for your service. Thanks for going on the trip.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I know I'm so
A lot of activity in a few hours, isn't it?
The Vietnam, I seen the portable one they had in Greeley.
Yeah.
But I never seen that one. And then, of course, the Korean one. The Air Force one I never seen before either.
Well, thanks for your service. Thanks for going. Buses were escorted into the Embassy Suites complex with lights flashing. Friends and relatives awaited the veterans as they came off the buses. Each veteran received a quilt and a picture book of the memorials before they departed.
Honor Flight Northern Colorado executes 2 of these trips per year, funded exclusively by tax-deductible donations. Veterans pay nothing for the trip. All monies collected by Honor Flight Northern Colorado are subject to the accounting and oversight of the Community Foundation serving Greeley and Weld County.